Hi, Miss Devaney. Welcome.
Hi, Mr. Pete.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Excellent. It's a little bit rainy and gloomy, but trying to keep it spirits high. So, talk to me. How have you been this last week?
Well, I've been good.
Okay.
The cleaning has been good while I'm home as long as I have time.
Okay.
I just got a new job.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
thank you. That's taking 15 hours out of my week.
Wow. Okay.
So, combining that with school
Mm-hmm.
and, taking care of my parents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And last session you mentioned you're in a new relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting. So.
Yeah, so I'm having a lot of fun. I got a lot going on that's good. It's just actually finding the time to do it now. That's in the way.
Right. And time management is a challenge for everyone, but it sounds like you have all of your responsibilities at least acknowledged in your head, so that's good. Great. Well, what else has been going on? How have you been feeling in terms of time management and cleaning in your home this last week?
Well, I have a lot of assignments. It's the end of the semester, so everything's just happening all at once, and I'll spend like an entire day on a project, and then I just have to start right over the next day on the next project. So, basically for the next month or so, I'm not really going to be having a lot of spare time. So I guess I have to come up with some sort of way around this. I mean, I'm not the only person who's short on time.
Sure.
Obviously this gets done somehow. So, I don't know, what do you think?
I think you're definitely onto something. Before we move on, let's touch on last week's goal, because it sounds like for this next week's goal, time is going to be involved. So, last week, we set a goal for you to journal before, during, or after cleaning in your house, how kind of channeling that those feelings could be used to get the motivation to clean. So how have you felt journaling before, during, or after your cleaning has worked for you?
The journaling has been good. I discovered that I am happy while I clean. It's a matter of getting started. It's once I'm going, it's fine.
Okay.
But for some reason, I just kind of forget that. The tasks seem like they're going to take forever, that it's going to be wasteful, and I don't have the energy for it. But really, they're not that difficult. They don't take that long. I'm not miserable while I do it.
Okay.
It's just, I think what it really comes down to is I'm being just like a whiny little...
Gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. So it sounds like you have been journaling and you've met that goal. How many times did you journal and clean last week?
Twice.
Okay. All right.
Once was with people coming over, like we talked about, and then the other time was just I had a minute.
Okay. Good. Good.
I shoved most of it in the closet, though, so I kind of cheated a little bit.
Okay.
But,
sure. How long do you think you were cleaning for?
When I really clean the whole house, it takes probably like an hour because it's just a one bedroom.
Right.
But that's like with all of the tasks like sweeping and mopping and like doing 100 dishes. So there's that. But then the other when I'm just doing like a quick tidying up, that's just shove all the clothes in the closet, close the closet, make sure the closet shuts so that it doesn't all fall out,
right.
And just kind of put the pile in this nice rectangular stack so it looks intentional. That also seems to work. So
One other question. I'm sorry?
That takes like 15 minutes.
Okay. One other question about your first goal. Have you been sharing your journal with anyone, or are you keeping this private?
I mean, not because it's a secret, but it's just sort of like, I can't imagine anyone be like, hey, you want to read my cleaning journal?
Right. Okay. Got it.
Were you going somewhere with that?
No, I was just curious to whether or not this was a public or private matter,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that you bring that up because, of course I want, like, my public self to look good even when no one's around. So, like, I want people to be able to come over without me having to worry about it, Like, so, like, my public self can be kind of protected
right.
in my own home. I don't know. I think I'm going too deep into this. I need to.
That's fine. Well, let's
analyze everything.
Let's let's transition into the next topic.
Okay.
What do you want your second goal to be? Your goal for next week. This is our third session, and so it's time to start thinking about your subsequent goal and where you want to set it and how you want to achieve that.
My next goal, well, what I hope to achieve is to make time to clean.
Okay.
It's just a matter of finding that time. Because I'm going to school for 9 credit hours, so that's more than 9 hours worth of work. Then I have 15 hours of school, and I got to go to Toledo for my other job. Yeah.
So it sounds like time management. Yeah, being your second goal.
Yeah, I mean, today I only got one task done. It was I went to work. That's all I had time to do today.
Okay. Well, how do you envision managing your time better? Because it sounds like you've got a lot of different responsibilities. What is the most effective way for you to manage your time, in your opinion? Then I can give my advice.
Well, I think what I can do is, like, I can have school and work be my priorities during the work week. And then the weekends can be social and cleaning. And one of the nice things about that is that I can have people over and clean while I have people over. Like, we can just hang out like, while I'm, like, getting stuff done, and, like, I'll have it done quicker anyway.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so that's an idea.
Absolutely. And is that a strategy for meeting your goal of managing your time better?
Yeah, I think until summer, this is probably just how it's going to have to be.
Okay.
It's not necessarily a compromise. It's more of just, this is going to be the best that I can do. Unless you have any advice.
I do have a few small, just kind of helpful strategies that I've used in the past to kind of bring everything full circle. So it sounds like you are utilizing a journal, which is really helpful. Another method that I have used in the past, and I've seen other clients use, is taking that journal and maybe and adding in kind of a calendar element that will finding a calendar at like an office store or something that has room for journaling in it. And I'm one of those people who love having everything color coordinated. So each of my classes, each of my work tasks, each of my personal tasks all have different colors. They're coordinated to certain times and dates, and even I make little notes to myself in that color to remind me of what task it's for. So maybe color coordinating a calendar could kind of pair well with your journaling in order to keep your cleaning in check, as well as reaching your second goal in maximizing your time management. How does that sound?
I think that sounds nice. One of the things that I'm noticing at work is that the prettier my office supplies are, and the more like color coordinated and organized everything is, the prouder I am of my work, and I'm like more excited to do my work because it's like, I don't know, there's something kind of like it kind of tricks your brain into feeling excited about it.
Yeah, there's a word for that. It's catharsis.
Oh, okay.
It's a feeling of expressing yourself, and I think what's so cool about some of this is you can go to the store and pick whatever kind of pens and journals and things that you love, and it needs to be something that you love, and colors that you enjoy, pens, inks, whatever, that will kind of motivate you to put the time into reaching these goals, and it'll also make you feel happy. So
I think those are great ideas.
Yeah, I think those are some kind of simple and effective strategies to meeting the second goal for next week. So Do you have any questions for me?
How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. It sounds like to me I'm getting that you are kind of maximizing your overall mood as compared to the first couple of sessions that we had, and so I am feeling that you are moving towards kind of the independent model of maybe discharge. Maybe not needing my assistance, but we have one more session that we will be communicating with, so we can talk about that a little bit more. But that's on my radar. I do think that you are gaining strength and confidence, and if we can just make some progress towards a few more of these goals, then I think discharge is absolutely something that we will consider for next time.
Perfect.
Yeah, great. So let's see. So the first goal you had was journaling. Second is color coordinating and
kind of making a planner. That's like
calendar.
Uplifting and kind of fun, but still organized and on track.
Absolutely.
So to kind of like give me a way to manage my time, but in a way that makes me feel excited instead of
motivated.
Yeah.
I'm talking stickers. I'm talking scratch and sniff stickers. Take it back to junior high, where you kind of can express yourself a little bit, and that's why I bring catharsis into it. And I think that's a really powerfully motivating strategy to kind of meet some of these skills or these goals. So is there anything else you'd like to bring onto the radar for next session? Any other micro goals? Any smaller steps that you want to work on?
Micro goals.
Or is there anything involving the other factors that you mentioned in session today? You talked a little bit briefly about a new job. Last session you talked about a new relationship. Do you feel like that is impacting your ability to manage your time at all, or is that...
It's taking time out of my week, definitely. Okay. But my work is 3 days a week, 5 days each. And then my boyfriend and I are also really respectful of each other's independence. And
Great.
So if I need to take time, he's like, yeah, go do it. That's fine.
Great.
So like I don't have to sacrifice
Great.
my time.
Excellent. Okay. Well, those are all important factors to consider. And it all takes, management skills to balance that, because they all take time. Boyfriends take time, jobs take time, school takes time. It all does. So I'm glad to hear that you're motivated in integrating all of that into reaching your second goal. I think that's going to be very effective. And I'm really happy to hear that. All right. Well, there is nothing else that I have for you unless you have any issues. But again, think about reaching this goal for next week, and since you are making progress, we will consider discharge upon next week. And that is not a negative thing. It might sound a little abrasive or something, but that's actually meaning that you're making progress and you're reaching your goals. So that's a good thing. And it's not anything against Lauren Devaney. It's that you're reaching your goals, and it sounds like you don't need my support anymore, or my help, but I will be here in case you need it.
Okay.
Okay? Great. Well, I am all set with you for now.
Right.
But please feel free to give me a call if you have any issues throughout the next week, and we'll see you about the same time next.
Okay, sounds good. Thank
all right.
you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, have a good one.
You too.
Ryan is so pissed about these